Hey everybody, it's another episode of the Uncanny Spirits Club, and this is the third out of four of the beer series we're doing from Missing Falls Brewery, just north of here in Akron, Ohio. This one is the least amount of alcohol by volume. It's 5%, and it's definitely got an interesting can design. It is the Golden Zip Golden Ale. And the reason it's called that is because the sports team was this the school team or the minor league team?
School
The
team.
school team.
It's the Akron Zips for
For
Akron,
Akron
University.
University.
Yep.
And it's a kangaroo. I was about to say raccoon for some reason. I don't know why. It's a kangaroo. And they've definitely taken a stylized approach to the mascot.
He's normally not that buff. Um,
It says on the side, it has a little, maybe this is a slogan for the school. I don't know. I haven't gone to the school. I didn't come out here to go to university, so I don't know any of their mottos or logos. But it's got quotations on it. So it says, "We cheer the Akron Warriors bold for a fight that's a sight to behold." It sounds like a cheer that they might do at games, I guess. I don't know. I've never been to one. I have no idea. If that's what it is, and anybody from Akron is listening in, you can tell me about my ignorance. Um, it is 5% alcohol per volume, like I said. It's described in 4 words. They have four little, like a little Excel sheet chart that shows the 4 ways that they would describe it: easy, crisp, refreshing, and biscuit. I don't know if you can see that. Biscuit. So one of these words doesn't sound like the others.
obviously,
And I
it's
think it's,
easy.
I mean, I've been to Akron. There's been some easy up there.
Hey,
That's
I'm
an
from
whole entirely,
Akron. Get out of
that's an
here.
entirely different video. Um, that's uncalled for.
That
Anyway,
is.
um, biscuit. Biscuit. I don't know how to feel about biscuit. But yeah, we're gonna try it. It's a golden ale, which means it's probably on the upper end of the lager scale and the lower end of the ale scale.
It's a biscuit beer. I'm excited.
So we're gonna go ahead and pour it. Oh, I'm gonna pour it all over myself, obviously.
That's what you get for insulting all people from Akron by calling us easy.
Well, I didn't say everybody. I just knew some people that will probably fit the description. People down here in Canton fit some descriptions too. Um, it is pretty light.
It's pretty foamy.
It looks it's lighter at the bottom than it is on the top, but it's lightening as it goes. I think that's just the air moving through it.
Mine's foamier than yours.
Seems about the same.
It's Why does that kangaroo have a sword?
It must be, like I said, it's probably from the fight song or something that they have, and so it's a fighting kangaroo.
I took classes there and the kangaroo didn't have a sword. I mean, it's been
It
some
smells
years.
nice. It smells mild. It doesn't smell too strong.
But does it smell of biscuits?
I don't.
No.
This cat looks like a biscuit, but
He's not in the beer.
don't take that as an opportunity to come over here. No.
Oh, come here.
Let me just, because he'll get all up in my face. And
All up in your beer.
anyway, continuing, we're gonna have some beer, and then we're gonna pass some cat in a bit, I suppose.
He's fine.
Hmm.
That doesn't taste like a biscuit at all. I feel misled.
I wouldn't say biscuit.
No.
I get a flavor of something kind of doughy when you first take a drink. It's more of a sensation of if you're a kid and your mom's making dough for something and you sneak a piece or she gives you a little piece off the spoon or something. It's just dough. It's not even sweetened or anything. It's just like a base, right? It's just dough base, and then you learn your lesson because you're just like, oh, not everything that gets mixed in the bowl is tasty. I don't want that again. But I wouldn't say biscuit
No.
necessarily.
No.
And it kind of coats the mouth a little bit.
In like a bitterness.
And that's why it reminds me of kind of the sensation of unbaked dough.
It's a pre-biscuit.
It's before you've even decided what exactly you're going to do with it yet. Like it's the dough base that could become a bunch of different things. You could turn it into bread. You could turn it into pizza dough. You could or pizza crust. You could turn it into cookies, whatever. Once you add things to it, or thin it out, or thicken it, or whatever. It's just that initial taste of flour and water, kind of, to me.
Come on, buddy. Sorry, your cat was drooling all
Let's
over
take
me.
another let's take another drink and see if anything's changed on the second. There's a hint of almost some citrus, but I think that's natural. I don't think that's something that was added. I think that's the refreshing part. That doughy sensation is really kind of strange. Like,
I don't know, it's just really bitter to me.
I
It's
get
really
how
bitter.
they would consider that biscuit, I guess, because maybe it could become biscuits.
You could use it to make beer bread.
Yeah, and during the virus years when everybody was making beer bread, we made beer bread.
But we used Guinness because we're
Mm.
fancy. It was delightful.
And you could probably use this for something like that, and then you'd want to add something to it. And I think it would work out pretty good as a base, to be honest. But as it is, I think this is the weakest of the four. I'm not a huge fan of this one.
We haven't had the fourth one, so far it's the weakest
Yeah.
of the three.
Well,
The next one could be good or it could be
the
mediocre.
next one's the one with the creative name. I don't want to spoil it for everybody now.
Oh yeah,
I've been
excited
saving
about
that for
it.
last because of the name, because it sounds ridiculous.
Better than Filthy McPeanut.
Well, that just sounds filthy.
And
Anyway,
McPeanut.
but yeah, I don't know. It's okay. It is by far not the worst beer I've ever had, and it's still better than an IPA. But I don't know. It's not doing it for me. It's got that weird doughiness to it that takes away from it being a beer and gives it like it needs to be. It needed to have something else, I think, to give it some other definition because it's just
I think it needed to have a flavor to hide the hopsiness. But you know what? Kangaroos hop. So
yeah.
hops, that makes sense.
Because that first bit where you almost get that hint of citrus on it, if they would have maybe enhanced that a little bit,
It was some orange.
maybe made it like I don't want to say tropical. I'm thinking of like a little bit of pineapple or something, maybe just some various like exotic citrusy things in there and rebranded it as something else. I think it could potentially be something really good. As it is, it's not really all that remarkable other than that weird doughiness that I'm getting. Um, it's definitely like I said, it's not the worst beer I've ever had. It's on the lower scale of what I've had from them, but it is still better than a lot of other things. So that's kind of relative. When you go to a brewery, not everything you're gonna like. Like they do have a lot of IPAs up there. Pardon me, and I'm tempted to try one just to give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to give them a bad review, but with IPAs, it's kind of unavoidable for me. But I feel like I should get at least one from them just to try it, just to say I did, and see if it makes any difference compared to the other ones I've had. But this one, like I said, it's okay, but I don't think get this again. I think I would stick with the darker ales and the stouts and things that I've had from them before I went and got me one of these. I think it's just a miss for me. But again, it's like I said, not the worst I've ever had, and I still support them as a brewery because I'm not the only person who drinks there.
It's just like not liking everything on their menu. You may not be a fan of one type of food they have, but that's okay.
As far as like the various small time breweries that are around here. I know there's more than one. I haven't gone to some of the other ones that are real local around here, but I try to be fair in that I don't say that they're making bad product, because there's a lot of people who keep them in business, and these guys are no different. And I've had a lot of things from them that I like. So even though this review isn't turning out that great, please don't take that as an indictment of the brewery to be like, oh, well, just that we're not going to go there. There's plenty there that other people might like, and you might love this. You audience person, whoever's out there right now watching this, you might love this. Your taste buds are different than mine. So you can take my review and just toss it out the window as you're driving up 77 to go get to the brewery. Just watch out for the construction because it never goes away.
That is true.
10 years plus they've been working on that road. 10 years plus. Sometimes you can get into Akron, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can get out of Akron once you've got in, and sometimes you can't. So good luck. That's not anything to talk about these guys. That's nothing to do with them. That's the city.
That's very true. Very true. And no, it is a good beer for what it is. It has good body. It's fizzy. It's just not my favorite flavor. The flavor is just too beer-y for me, which is a weird thing to say, but it is.
It definitely could have used something else, I
Yeah,
think.
but it's not bad. It's not the worst.
So with that, tune in for the next video. We've got one more to try. I usually try to do like a St. Patrick's Day every year, but I'm not going to do that this year. I'm going to enjoy St. Patrick's Day with family at home, not with you guys. I didn't buy anything new that I haven't reviewed. I got a bottle of Patties that we're going to share. I didn't get anything new and fancy that you guys haven't seen, so it's not like you're going to miss that. So you guys have fun for St. Patrick's Day. As of this recording, it's on Monday. This is Friday. So after the weekend. So have fun, be safe, don't go nuts, enjoy yourselves. And I'll see you after that. You'll probably have the next video sometime around there. I don't know, but it won't be having to do with that. I won't do a St. Patrick's Day video. I'm going to be off that day. So for St. Patrick's Day and for everything else, cheers.